be knowing golden rules of accountancy. Okay, so just remember these. So for personal accounts, okay, personal means related to persons, firms, okay, related to persons, firms, any company. The rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. That means whosoever is taking is called debtor. Okay, we are debiting the person who is receiving. He is also called debtor. Okay, and the person who is giving is called creditor. So we credit him. That means, example, person A has received 500 rupees from person B. Okay, so in this case, who is taking the money? Person A has taken the money. So we are debiting person A. A account debit, and who is giving? B is giving, right? So to B account credit. Okay, so this is how we write the journal entry. And how much is the amount here? 500 rupees. So this is called a journal entry for personal accounts. Okay, so now we come to real accounts. In real accounts is related to assets and liabilities. Assets and liabilities. Here the rule is, whenever asset is coming in, we debit it. Asset going out, we credit it. That means, suppose example, you have bought computer for 10,000 rupees. So in this case, computer account is called asset account, right? So computer account debit to bought. Bought means we have purchased it. So to cash account. I'll tell you how we got cash account. Okay, computer account, which is a real account or asset account. So why it is debited? Because the rule is, when asset is coming in, it is debit. So 1,000 rupees to cash account. Cash account is a nominal account. I'll tell you, we haven't covered nominal accounts here. Okay, so the asset account is debited. Cash account is a nominal account. Nominal accounts. Nominal accounts include income and expenses or revenue expenses, income or revenue. Okay, all the income and expenses come under nominal accounts. Here the rule is expenses debit. Okay, and income credit. Now let us take one example. We are incurring rent some 1000 rupees. Okay, and how we are paying? We are paying by check. So what would be the accounting entry now? Rent account debit. Why rent account is debited? Why rent account is debited? Because expenses are debited. Okay, to bank account. Bank account is credited. Okay. So how much here? 1000 rupees. Okay. So why bank account is credited? Bank account is what? It is a real account. It is an asset account. Okay. So when it comes to assets, when asset is going out, it has to be credited. So why bank is credited? In that case, see, you can also put cash here, either cash or bank. Okay. When cash is going out or when the money from our bank is going out, then it has to be credited. Okay. So just remember these rules. Then everything becomes easier in SAP. All the accounting entries would become easier if you remember all these, all these rules. So in case any explanation, I can, repeat once again. So you understood personal accounts, real accounts and nominal accounts. 3 types of accounts are there. Personal, real and nominal accounts. And you have to remember the rules in it. This is the rules for personal accounts. This is the rules for real accounts. And this is for nominal accounts. Okay. So shall we start off with SAP config? Okay, I will use USD instead of INR now, from now on. Okay. So shall I start off with SAP config? Okay. So this is SAP screen. So you are able to see SAP Easy Access here. What do you mean by Easy Access? Okay. We deal with 2 screens in SAP. Okay. 2 screens. One screen, first screen is SAP Easy Access. And this Easy Access screen is accessible by both end user and consultant. Both end user and consultant. So as a consultant, you will be having access to this Easy Access as well. Okay. And this box, this white color box is called command field. Command field. So if you want to enter anything here, you can enter. Okay. So normally we should be giving the transaction codes here. Transaction codes are also called T codes. Okay, T code. SPRO. Just type in SPRO and say enter. You have to click on SAP reference IMG. IMG stands for Implementation Guide. Click on it. Okay. Now it says display IMG. IMG, as I told you, IMG means Implementation Guide. Okay. So this is the screen where consultant would be working in real time. End user or the client doesn't have access to this IMG. End user will not be able to open this IMG. Only consultant will be having access to IMG in real time. Okay. So if at all you want to be in this screen and want to open another new session, then just say /O and give that particular T code. Okay. I'm giving one T code, 0816. Okay. So I want to be in this screen and I want to open another new screen. Please remember. /O and say enter. What happened to this? Yeah. So it got open. You will be able to see the T code or transaction code which I entered here in this screen. In this screen, I have entered something here, OX16. /O means you are opening another new session. /O means you are opening another new session. The server is a bit slow, so that is why, getting delayed in opening. Okay. So this is the screen that got opened when I gave OX16 in this window. Okay. So this screen, okay. So I have opened another screen for this transaction and I'm not closing this one. Okay. So if you do not want to close the present session and you want to open a new one, then just give /O. So in that case, you will be opening a new session. Otherwise, if you want to close this session with a new one, then give /N. I'm giving /N and I'm giving another transaction, OX15. Okay. And now say enter. So is that session existing? The one which we saw earlier, it is not existing. So when you write /N, the session will be, the existing session will be closed and a new session will be created. If you use /O, then the existing session will not be closed, but a new session will be created. The same two options can be, here you can use the same two options. Creates new session, generates a shortcut. Okay. Now we shall see how to navigate to SAP screen. Okay. Enterprise structure. Go to enterprise structure. Definition. Financial accounting. Okay. So before that, I would want to tell you what an organization structure is. What is an organization structure? Okay. Okay. All right. Organization structure. Suppose you have some company, a manufacturing company. Okay. And you have few divisions in it. So how would you do that? How would you organize it? Organization structure. How would you organize it? Okay. So the first thing, we will have company as the highest hierarchy and then company code. So this is what we call in SAP. But in real time, if you see group, that means yeah. So you have a group of companies. Okay, we shall name group of companies as some XYZ. You have a group of companies named XYZ. Okay, and under that you are maintaining pharma, IT, and FMCG divisions. Okay, so these pharma, IT, and FMCG will be made as company codes in SAP. Why? Because you will be drawing the financial statements at this level. Financial statements at company code level. This is a business. Pharma is a separate business, IT is a separate business, and FMCG is a separate business. So all those businesses will be separated by company codes. So why are we terming these as company codes? Because we have to draw the financial statements at the company code level, at the business level. That business is called company code. Okay. And what is this group? We are maintaining all these businesses under this group. That group is called company in SAP. These two terms are SAP terms, company and company code. And these two terms are the normal generic terms. Okay. So the group of companies will be defined as company in SAP and all the businesses will be created as company codes. Okay. And now, so you might have worked on, the accounting packages. Okay. So we will be having the GL accounts, list of GL accounts. So we have a separate term for that list of GL accounts called the chart of accounts. Chart of accounts is a SAP term again. Okay. SAP term again. And what is this chart of accounts? Nothing but a list of GL accounts. list of GL accounts. So all these three C's we call as 3 C's in SAP. What are these 3 C's? Company, company code, chart of accounts, but we have currency also, company code, currency, chart of accounts. So in order to create any company, we have to, in order to work on SAP, we have to have 3 C's. What are those 3 C's? Company code, currency and chart of accounts. So once you create all these 3, then your SAP system is ready to work on. Okay, so these 3 are the very, very important configurations. So we normally call it as 3 C's in SAP. Company code, currency and chart of accounts. Okay, so this is called the organization structure. This is a very basic organization structure. So, going further, I will be telling you how the organization structure in a detailed level. So let us configure these first. Define company. As I told you, the group of companies will be termed as company in SAP. So you have to define the company first. When you define the company, it means that you are defining the group of companies. So I will be defining the group of companies, which is nothing but company in SAP. Go here. This is called navigation. It says the data is locked by user. When some other person is also opening the same screen, then you will be getting this pop-up. Okay, I have opened define company screen. Okay, so now go to new entries. If at all you want to create a new one, then go to new entries. So here you can define. So as I told you, I will be creating a company called XYZ. Okay, so I think this is available. If it is not used by other persons, let me see. I'm checking if XYZ is already used. No, it is not used. So I can use it. Okay. XYZ company. Just give the description or company name here. Street, PO box, if at all you want to give, then okay. Give the country here, US, language, EN, C. If you click on this, you will be able to see the values. You can select anything from these values. So this is called list of values or LOV. List of values or LOV. So I'm selecting US. Here also, list of values again. You can select any language. Currency. Again, this is a list of values. Okay, so USD. If at all you want to find out anything from here, then go to search button and click and give USD here and say enter. Okay. Now you have to save this. Go to this button and click save. Now this is very important. What is this? This is called a TR. Transport request. So as I told you, we have development system, quality system and production system. This is the basic landscape. Basic landscape in SAP. Development, quality and production. So We do the configurations in development system. Configuration is nothing but all this organization structure and whatever, that we create in order to help end user to create the transactions. Okay. So all the configurations that we do in development system will be stored in TR or transport request. TR means transport request. Okay. So all the configurations will be stored in TR. And how are we moving the configurations to quality system? Through this TR only. So we will save the TR in development system and we will move the same TR to quality system in order to move the configurations from development to quality. We are not, configuring in development system and then configuring in quality system again. We are not doing configurations in higher systems. Higher systems means quality and production. We will be doing the configuration only in the development system. And we save to the TR. And then we move the TR to the higher system. Okay. So this is what it is. So now in here it is asking for a TR. In real time, when you get into any project, in real time, we will not be authorized. We will not be authorized to create our own TR. To create our own TR. Basis people or basis team will be creating the TR and giving to us. In real time, when you get into any project. But because this is IDS, you can very much, create the TR for yourself. Now, go here, go to this button, create request and give XYZ company. Your this is for identification purpose. Save and say continue. Okay, so that was our TR. Now how to see our TR? We have created a TR, right? Now how to see our TR? So this is our username. You can see the username from here. See, this is our username. Okay. So with our username, what are the TRs present in our system? Okay, that we are checking by this T code SE01. So just give your username and I'll be telling you more about this customizing request and workbench request in the comment section and say display here. Okay, so this was the TR that got created. Now we gave XYZ company, right, to our TR name. Okay, so this is the TR name. And what is this one? What is this one? This is called the task. That is called the task. So what is this TR and what is this task? TR is also called, this TR is also called the parent TR. Can you just give me 2 minutes? Here the power will be off within, at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. So I will be connecting to the cable. Okay, just give me 2 minutes.
Yes, Josia Motahar Pavan. If there's any questions, please feel free to ask. Even if the trainer is in the middle of the session, you're more than welcome to interrupt her and just fill in between. Okay. And this is just a demo session to understand what SAP is all about and things like that. And we will go in depth as we proceed further eventually for the class. If you are finding it difficult to unmute yourself, please let me know over the chat. I will help you out with it. Now, before she joins in, are you back, Dee? Yes, yes, it's working. We can see your screen. Okay, Dee is back, but then if there's any questions, please feel free to interrupt and ask in between. Thank you. You may take over, Dee. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm in the CR. So we have this one created, and this is called the parent TR, and the below one is called the child TR. Child TR is also called a task. This is called a parent and this is called child, and child TR is also called a task. Whatever we save to the TR will be saved to the child TR, which is also called task. So we have created a company and saved to our TR. Now let us see how it got saved. As I told you, the changes or the configurations will be saved to the task. So let me connect again. Okay, so as I told you, SC01 display. So this is parent TR and this is child TR. Child TR is also called a task. Okay, so as I told you, all the changes or all the configurations will be saved to our task. Okay, so this is the company name that we created. And this company name is stored in this table, this view, and it is stored in our task. Okay, so this is the table name. This is our company name. And what is this 800? 800 is the client. If you see here, you are able to see 800 here, right? So this is the client. So in 800 client, we have created a company called XYZ and it will be stored in T880 table. So in the demo session, I have told you something called SAP is table driven software. Okay, I told you SAP is table driven software. If you do not remember, I will show you once again. See, SAP is a table-driven customization software. Table-driven, whatever that we are saving or doing the changes or making the configurations in SAP, everything will be stored in the form of tables only. Okay, whatever data that you store or that you create in SAP will be stored in the form of tables. So I'll be telling you few table names that you have to remember as a FICO consultant. Okay, so this company name has stored in this table and this is the view and this is the task, and all the data has been stored in the task. Okay, now how to move this configuration to the higher system? Okay, suppose now we are in development system. We are able to create a TR. That means we are in development system. Now how to move this changes to the higher system? Okay, in that case, Now we do not have, any quality or production. So I will be telling you how the, scenario in the real time. The first thing is we have to select this TR and say release. When you say release, just observe this space. You are able to see some tick symbol here, a very small tick symbol. That means you have released this task. Okay. Once you release this task, you will be informing basis team that you have released the task and the basis team can move this TR to the higher system. Okay. In real time, you will be releasing this task by, selecting it and clicking this button, release directly. Once you release it, you will be able to see a tick symbol here, and then you will be informing your basis team that you have released the task and the basis team can move this TR to the higher system. Okay, and then what those people will do? They will log in to the quality or production, whatever higher systems. Okay, and they will go to this transaction called SCC1. Okay, and they say source client. Which is the source client? That means, suppose, see, this screen they will open in the higher system. Okay, suppose this is a quality. This screen will be opened in quality. Then which will be the source client? The development client will be the source client. They will give 800. And transport request. The transport request that we created now. This is the transport request. So this is the transport request that they will give here, and they click on start immediately. That means the changes which are saved to this TR will be moved to the higher system. Okay. So now you understood how the changes are moved from lower system to higher system, and what are the T codes involved in it. Okay. So whenever you make any changes, the changes are saved to a TR. A TR has a child which is also called task, and to which the changes are saved to. Okay. And once you release the task, you will inform basis team to move the TR to higher system. And what basis team will do? They will log into the higher system. They will log into higher system and they go to SCC1. See, this SCC1, I should open only in this system because we do not have any higher system or lower systems here. We just have only one system. So I'm opening in the same system. But in real time, this SCC1 will be opened in the higher system. That means quality or production. And they will give the source client, which is called the development system. And they give the transport request here and they click on start immediately so that the changes will be moved to higher systems. So whichever system we open this screen, SCC1. So this is how the changes will be moved to higher system. Okay. So understood how the transport request processes? Okay. So this is very important. In few projects, the basis team will be responsible to move the TR, but in few projects, as a FICO consultant, you yourself are responsible to move the TR. In that cases, this will be helpful. This SCC1 will be helpful. Okay. So now let us come back to our IMG screen, implementation guide, where SAP FICO consultant works on. So we have created the company. What is the next step? We have to create the company code. We have seen, right? The next step would be the company code. Okay. So now once we release a TR, you will not be able to use it once again. Okay, once you release it, you will not be able to use it again. Pawan, I will answer to your question after the session is over. Okay, so go to new entries. You are going to create a company code. Now go to new entries because you want to create a new one. So I want to create a company code called XY-1. XY-1 company code. City, country. You are able to see something, a tick mark here. If you see this one, then that means this field is mandatory. Without filling up this field, you will not be able to save it. So go to currency. As I told you, you can give USD. Language, from list of values you can select, and country, US, from the list of values again. Okay, so once you save it, you will be able to see another screen. Company, this is a mandatory. Yes, and say enter. See, this is a XYZ. I'm going to create a TR once again. Company code. Okay, so this is another company code. Sorry, another TR for our company code. So I'm saving the changes to the new TR. Now it says data was saved. That means the company code that we created has been saved. So this is the one. Come back. And now we have company and we have a company code. Okay, but how does SAP know that this company code has been created against that company? In that case, you have to go to assignment. Assign company code to company. Why are we assigning? Because how does SAP know that we have created XY, -1 against our company XYZ? Go to position button. Give our company code. XY-1 is our company code. Okay, so this is our company code. And now select our company from here. XYZ is our company. And say save. So as I told you, everything will be saved to a TR. Okay, so now what did we do? We have created a company, we have created a company code, and also we have assigned company code to our company. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm talking to the organizer. Yeah. Okay. And now, as I told you, chart of accounts. We have created company, we have created company code, and we have assigned company code to company, and the next step would be chart of accounts. This is very, very important. Okay. In order to create the chart of accounts, you can go directly from a T code. You can go directly from T code. Or you can go by navigation. This is called navigation. Okay, so this is called navigation. If at all you're not able to find something here, then you can go here. And you write it here. See, there are two ways in order to go to a transaction. Either you can go from the navigation, which means by IMG, or you can directly give a transaction code in the command field. I've clicked on it. I've clicked on it. It's executing. Okay, so you can go either this way or you can directly, yeah, it has come now. Okay. New entries. Okay, go to new entries and you can define the chart of accounts. Give some name. I want to give XYZ as my chart of accounts name and XYZ chart of accounts. Maintenance language. In which language you want to maintain this? I would want to maintain this in English. And length of GL account number. See, in SAP, you have the option. It is not option, to be frank. It is mandatory that you maintain your GL accounts in digits because you will be having some thousands and thousands of GL accounts in real time. So you will be maintaining your GL accounts in the form of digits. Okay. So the maximum number would be 10, but in real time we use either 5 or 6. The length of the GL account number, the maximum is 10 digits. But in real time, we would use either 5 or 6. That means the length is either 5 or 6. So for our purpose, I will be using 5. Controlling integration. So in this, course, we have both FI and also controlling. So how is FI integrated with controlling? That we are defining here. How is FI is integrated with controlling? Manual creation of cost elements. We will be covering this cost elements topic in controlling. Group chart of accounts. Now I need to tell you some important thing. Types of chart of accounts. We have 3 types of chart of accounts. First is operating chart of accounts. Second is country chart of accounts. Third is group chart of accounts. Okay, so what is this operating country and group? Operating chart of accounts is the mandatory chart of accounts. Operating chart of accounts is the mandatory one, and that is used by the end user every day in order to enter the day-to-day transactions. Operating chart of accounts is the mandatory one which is used by end user every day in order to enter the day-to-day transactions. What is country chart of accounts? Country chart of accounts is not mandatory, which means that it is an optional one. Important. Okay. So this point is important. Country chart of accounts is an optional chart of accounts. Why it is used? It is used when you have some, anything, if you have any country related laws or rules saying that you have to present some statements, some financial statements to your country in a local format. Okay. So depending upon the requirement from country to country, the country chart of accounts will be differing. Suppose under your company, under your group of companies, you have two company codes. For example, one is in US and one is in Europe. In that case, you will be having the country chart of accounts differently. That means one country chart of accounts for US company code and another country chart of accounts for Europe company code. Why do we require two country chart of accounts here? Because country chart of accounts are country dependent. Your US company code is in US and your Europe company code is in Europe. So both are in different countries. So that is why two different country chart of accounts. Understood? But the operating chart of accounts will be the same for both. Operating will be the same. But country chart of accounts will be different. Why? Because country chart of accounts is dependent on the country. Yes, any questions? Okay. So now we come to group chart of accounts. Group chart of accounts is used when you are using consolidation. When you are using consolidation, then only you will be using group chart of accounts. Okay. So if at all you are using consolidation, then give group chart of accounts, otherwise not required. And status block. If at all you want to block your chart of accounts. Why do you want to block your chart of accounts? Because you want to restrict other users to access to your chart of accounts. If you want to restrict other users, then say block, otherwise not required, then save it. So saving to TR again, and you have to get a message, data was saved. Okay, so messages, I'll tell you about the messages now. Messages have three types. One is green color, yellow color and red color. Green means you have saved the data and everything is correct. Yellow means it is warning, but then again you will be able to save the data. Red means it is an error. You will not be able to save the data. Okay, green, yellow, red. So till now we have been getting green message only. That means we are doing correctly and the data is being saved properly. Yellow means warning, but then again you will be able to save the data. Red means error. You will not be able to save the data. Okay. So I think it's been 1.5 hours that we have started the class. So I'm winding up here. Okay. If you have any questions, I'm still there. I think
Yes.
Pawan, yeah, Pawan had
Yes,
asked
could you
me.
please answer that Pavan's question as well? Thank you.
Yeah. So is Pawan there?
He just got disconnected from audio conference. I'll probably try to patch him in.
No, but if he is not there, like, then how can
Yeah,
we reply?
but just give me a moment. Yes, he's getting connected. Just give him a couple of seconds.
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Pavan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yes, Dee was about to answer your question. Dee, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Pawan, please tell me. What's the
Yeah,
question?
basically, my question was, is this training session more towards technical side and programming side, or as a functional, how to use basic SAP FICO and all other modules?
Yeah, I will be answering this. See, actually, this course is FICO functional, purely functional. Okay? This course is purely functional FICO. Okay? But why am I telling you, the ABAP concepts? Why technical concepts here? Because without technical concepts, you will not be able to survive in real time. If you just learn functional and go to, any IT company as a consultant, you will not be able to survive without knowing the basics of technical. So that is why I am covering the technical concepts.
Okay.
Okay. But this is purely a functional one.
Okay. But say in my case, it's specific to me. Like, if I'm not interested really in any functional or technical, I just want to know like a user guide how to use basic SAP FICO. So, will this course really help me? Because
Yeah, see, let me tell you, this course is mainly for a consultant because I'll be telling you the configurations as well. But apart from that, if you are an end user, then this is also useful because I'll be covering the posting of transactions. See, what is end user all about? It is just posting the transactions, right? Right, Pawan? As an end user, what you will be doing? You will be posting the transactions. That's it.
Okay.
Right? So definitely that posting of transactions will be covered.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
Not now.
All right. No, some others?
And one last question. I mean, I've been looking at the video session or training session. What do you think? How much can we grab? Like, I was just watching this video for last 1 hour, and
Okay.
how much can we grab really looking at the video? I mean, unless and until we practice it,
Yeah. See, without practice, you will not be able to understand.
Yeah.
Once I complete the session, you have to practice it. Without practicing, you will not be able to understand anything.
And if we have any doubts while practicing, if you are not able to reproduce the results, what you
Yeah,
are
then
saying.
you can mail me. Yeah, in that case, you can mail me the screenshot of the error. If at all you are getting any error, then send the screenshot to my email ID. Otherwise, if you have any question, then you can write your question to me.